On the mat host tonight, Barry Holland, along with pro wrestling personality and expert, Steve Rickard. In this World Pro Wrestling program from the Pacific, another look at that controversial title bout. And more action of Siva Afi. The Mongolians combine in a tag match against Man Mountain and Roy Starr. But we open with Farmer Boy Ipo against Lars Anderson of the USA.
Lars Anderson, Farmer Boy Ipo. Ipo on the ropes. Anderson brings a heavy snap into the chest, but Ipo fights back. Side headlock applied and a fist to the head.
Lars Anderson, for all his strength, Steve, seems to be very quick to bleat.
Well, he's a very experienced wrestler, Barry, the same man, and also very cunning. I think we're going to take that into account. He's on top of his man and he doesn't let up. There's no doubt about it. He just stays in there all the way.
Right.
Knee goes into the shoulder, and Ipo not getting off the canvas. Anderson moves back in again. Ipo's throwing a fist to the side of the head, and Anderson backs off into the corner. Headbutt by Ipo. Ipo stalking Anderson. Anderson's not having all his own way in this match. On the ropes. Anderson taking a side headlock, and he brings a finger thrust into the throat of Ipo. The referee fouls to see it. Anderson resting on the blind side, but referee Jack Kendall catches him and warns Anderson. Anderson with the head of Ipo across the top rope. Knee into the side of the neck. And coming down with the knee to the chest.
Now, you certainly never accused Lars Anderson of resting up.
Well, he just keeps in on top, pouring in all the way.
Yeah.
Good one by Anderson. And Ipo retaliates. Headbutt and Anderson goes down. Anderson back and on. Very, very cunning man, this Anderson. You never know what he's going to do.
What's he up to now? What is this man up to?
Hammerlock applied by Anderson. He locks the arm behind on the blind side of the referee again and throws a punch to this midriff. Come back with a flying kick and another one. Anderson down. Ipo in behind. Driving his fingers into the nerve centers at the side of the neck. Anderson punching away at the leg. Takes the leg out from beneath Ipo. And Anderson control again. Stomps away at the left leg of Farmer Boy Ipo. There's a knee drop into the inside leg. Looking out, he's looking again for the figure four leg lock. Can he apply it? The very, very strong, thick leg of Ipo must be difficult for him, but he has the figure four applied. Yes, and the referee has awarded the fall. Ipo submits to the figure four leg lock. The winner of the match, Lars Anderson. Ipo with Anderson on the ropes, headbutts him. Anderson hits the canvas, But Anderson is one of those cunning wrestlers. You never quite know what he's likely to do. He backs into the corner. The referee tells him to come out, but Anderson displays his cunningness by putting out his hand to shake hands. Aifa hesitant about putting that hand up, but Anderson saying, no, we will shake. But as he brings the hand in, he takes it and brings the foot into the chest of Aifa.
Lars Anderson may be in good form, but they're still saying he's dodging the tough ones.
I have no idea what you're talking about. I have never dodged anyone. I am the big one. Do you understand what I'm saying? I want the fans of Singapore, of New Zealand, of Hong Kong, of Honolulu to understand one thing. I have held 2 world championships. And with my brother Gene and Ole, I held the National Wrestling Alliance World Tag Team Championship. And with Larry Henning, the American Wrestling Alliance Championship. And I put up $2,000 everywhere I go in the world to any man that can pin my shoulders to the mat in 18 minutes.
Since that controversial World Championship match between Mark Lewin and Ric Flair, we've had hundreds of letters requesting a replay of the last dramatic moments of that match. And what a night it was.
Well, I wonder just how much punishment Flair can take. Oh, he's tried an eye rake, and my word, he's got him too. All over the top, he hit the referee, and out. Jack Kendall is out of the ring. Jack Kendall is out of the ring, stunned. Mark Lewin has Flair up over his head. He's pinned him. There's no referee in there to count. No referee in there to count. Lewin looking over the ropes, coming back to Flair, chopping him on the head. Flair chops him to the eyes. Both two very tired men. Oh, and Flair's out. Flair's out of the ring. Flair's out of the ring. Jack Kendall coming back into the ring. Here we go. Mark Lewin has him by the trunks. Over he goes. A suplex. And down he goes. And my word, I think that's the end of Ric Flair. There it is. 1, 2, 3. And Mark Lewin is the winner and becomes the world champion. Mark Lewin, the winner, becomes the world champion. Absolutely jubilant scenes here at the YMCA in Auckland. Mark Lewin holding the belt high. Mark Lewin, the winner. My word, there's a consultation of referees. Let's have a look at this. There's a consultation of referees. One of the referees is telling Mark Lewin that he is not the champion. He has indicated that Mark Lewin threw Ric Flair, that's it, threw him over the top of the ring. Those are the championship rules. He threw him over the top rope, and so he has been disqualified.
Well, my reaction is the same after seeing the replay. I still feel elated, and just to get to the point, I still feel like I am the world champion, which is a great feeling. And I know I have the edge on Ric Flair, and I know darn well that he won't want to defend this title against me, because he always has the feeling, well, this guy beat me 1, 2, 3, and I've actually had my hand in the air, and I felt the belt, so I know how I got the winning feeling. So that's the streak I'm going to go on. And of course, if Mr. Flair comes my way, I'd be most honored.
There's been a lot of talk about Siva Aifa having a go at the title with Ric Flair. Now, what do you think of Siva Aifa, first of all?
Well, first of all, I've spent a lot of time in Hawaii with Sylvie. Everybody knows that Steve Rickard and I are, well, the ones that really, well, we love him. You know, we feel that he's going to do just exactly like Peter Maivia himself did, represent his people with real style. And I know that he's in the country right now, so he'll be facing Lars Anderson for the Polynesian belt, and I want to wish him good luck. And I know that he'll be well received here, because everybody feels close to him, like he's a native of this country.
Ric Flair is expected to give Mark another crack at that World Championship match if negotiations can be completed. What a match that would be.
Talking of requests for replays of exciting matches brings me once more to Siva Aifa, certainly the most exciting and popular talent in the Pacific, and soon to be back in New Zealand. Well, you the fans have demanded that World Pro Wrestling show him in action again.
Miller coming right out at the start of that round. He brings that heavy knee into the stomach of Siva Aifa. Throws Siva Aifa, throws a fist, but Miller comes back in with another one to the side of the head, and Sweet William reaches through, taking the tights of Siva to drag him back on the ropes to give Miller the advantage. Brute Miller with a big elbow to the neck of Siva, along with Miller and Sweet William. And now with the Mad Dog and Markoff in the country, there's certainly a rough crew of wrestlers wrestling throughout New Zealand. And Siva throws Brute Miller off. Heavy fist to the side of the head, and Siva comes back with a big elbow to the chest. Miller right in there again with a foot to the solar plexus. Crowd calling for Siva Aifa. Miller takes over, takes his time to take it over, and there's Miller really performing with that noise, the noise that seems to affect him so much when the crowd gets going with that noise, and Miller backs off. He seems to have ear trouble or some type here that the noise really gets to him. But Sweet William just there, he just put his arm through the ring and pulled the leg of Siva out from under him, giving Miller the advantage to take over on Siva. And a heavy knee drop down across the chest of Siva Aifa. Referee warning Miller to stop using illegalities. Miller forces the head of Siva Aifa down across the top rope, and he brings it fist into the side of the head. Now he twists Siva over with his throat down across the top rope, and he's going to the outside of the ring to apply the pressure from outside, pulling the head down over the top rope and springing to the floor. Reaches through, dragging Siva out. Now he's going to strangle. He's strangling with the bottom rope. Siva in trouble.
Yes, Siva Aifa in real trouble there, Steve Rickard. He really got on the receiving end of that one.
Nice move by Siva. As Miller comes in, he brings a donkey kick into the chest of Miller and caught Miller unawares. Now it's one fist to the side of the head, and then another, and a headbutt to follow up with. Siva certainly showing his worth here in this match.
He's showing a lot of heart, Steve Rickard. Goodness gracious me, he's had a bit of punishment there. He keeps him coming back. But I think it's superior fitness and the fact that he is a very, very clever wrestler that brings him back each time, doesn't it?
No doubt about Siva. He is a very fine young wrestler, and he didn't win the New Zealand Heavyweight Championship for nothing. And he takes Miller up in a Japanese stomach throw, comes down into a pinning position, but Miller throws off.
Great move from Siva Aifa there. I thought that was it. I thought it would be a count of 3. But Miller needs a bit more softening before he can turn that one. There's a drop kick. Trying for the pin. 2. He missed his 3rd. Miller able to summon his last reserves of energy to throw Siva Aifa off. And there goes a chop to the throat.
Siva Aifa in trouble as Brute Miller brings a double fist up into the stomach. Brute throws the head of Siva Aifa into the top turnbuckle. Miller taking over. Siva's certainly taking some punishment here, but he seems to come back. He's on that receiving end, but right away he gets back in there and he's taken over. Now he drives the head of Miller into the turnbuckle. Miller showing his cunningness. Takes Siva and takes over again, and now he's taking him across the ring, throwing him into the ropes. Comes up, he goes for that big elbow, but Siva ducks underneath and comes off the other rope with a fine high drop kick to knock Brute to the floor. Brute here in trouble. It could be all over. There's a headbutt by Siva. This could be the finish. Siva looking in there, but Sweet William obviously came in the ring, and Siva caught him coming in, and he drop kicked him, and he's taken him over a high back drop. Siva taking over on Sweet William as well, and there's the gong goes, but the match is over, but Siva Aifa is right on top of Miller, and now Brute Miller comes in to save Sweet William, and now he's taken hold of Siva Aifa as the Brute comes in. Certainly action in this match, and both wrestlers, 2 of them at one time, onto Siva Aifa. Siva Aifa fighting back here. He's still not going to give up this match, thinking the match is not over. Referee telling Sweet William to leave the ring, and Miller takes over on Siva, but there's referee Miller doing a good job here, stopping this match. Siva's still coming back on Sweet William.
Siva Aifa, soon to be in New Zealand. Next on World Pro Wrestling, the Mongolian tag team versus Man Mountain and Roy Starr. This season in the South Pacific, we seem to have the world's strongmen. There's Man Mountain Link and the Mongolians.
Well, there's not much to tell, really, except we are the best in the world. We've been everywhere in the world. Hawaii, Tonga, Samoa. We train hours every day. We eat, we sleep, we train together. The whole day is training, and that's why we are the best tag team there is in the world.
7 days a week you're at their training room.
7 days a week, 8, 10 hours a day. It all depends upon how bad we really want it, and we're going to keep it.
You're telling me you're afraid of nobody? Nobody can take that
Nobody,
tag team title.
nobody at all. We're going to do anything we can to keep these belts. And so far, we've gone against the best in the world. And look who's got the belts, the Mongol brothers.
Strongest tag team in the entire world. Look at his arm. Look at his man. All solid muscle. There is no one in the game today that can ever come close to us in anything. We're the strongest tag team champions in the entire world.
You had a bit of a tough tussle there again.
What do you mean?
Man Mountain.
What do you mean at a
Man, Mountain, fat man?
Yeah,
No
nothing.
way! When I get him in the ring next time, I'm going to take him, I'm going to slam him in every corner of the ring, then I'm going to throw him outside, and after I'm going to look at him, and I'm just going to smile.
That man will go back to Georgia where he belongs, at a pig farm.
Well, we've heard them talk. Now let's see the action. The torrid tag between the Mongolians and Man Mountain and Roy Starr.
Mongolians, Roy Starr in the ring. Roy Starr stays in the ring. Now, who will come out as his opponent? Will it be Tsar or Gore? Gore coming out in the center ring. Gore locks up. Takes a side headlock. Wrist lock. Starr applying the pressure and Gore trying to break this wrist lock. Gore takes Starr to canvas. Referee warns him for using the hair. Side headlock applied. Roy Starr looking for another counter, comes over with an overarm wrist lock. Gore forcing his way back, tags his partner Tsar.
It's bad luck for Roy Starr. He was going quite well too to start things with.
Now Tsar has taken over, the 300-pound powerlifting champion. Applies a Japanese wrist lock, forcing the hand back over the wrist to add to the pressure. Tsar with that wrist lock applied. Converts and goes into a closer arm lock. Taking, looks like he's taking Starr into the corner. Will he tag his partner again? Yes. Yes, good tag wrestling. Not staying there too long. Gore comes in, takes hold of the arm. Also goes in close to apply more leverage. Gore takes Starr to canvas, but he's in the hair. The referee calls for a break. Tells Gore it was illegal. Gore back up, side headlock applied.
Well, as he pushed the referee then too, Steve.
Yes, certainly is Barry. Now Starr, again, Roy Starr again with that overarm wrist lock. Referee Kendall calls for the count for 2 and backlock and drop kick by Roy Starr. Roy Starr tags his partner. Man Mountain comes into the ring. The crowd going wild as soon as Man Mountain enters the ropes. Gore in behind with a waist lock. With the waist lock, can he do anything with it? Tsar runs in, but bounces off. Bounces off Man Mountain. Gore goes down. Tsar leaves the ring.
He just shrugs him off.
It's Gore not wanting to have anything to do with the Man Mountain. What a massive man. And the 400-pound sitting on the top of Gore. Gore cannot move. Tsar rushes in, and Man Mountain pushes Tsar on the top of Gore and straddles the boat from the 400-pound Man Mountain across the 2 Mongolians. My word, the world champion Mongolians underneath the 400-pound man mountain link. Man mountain, the massive man mountain, standing in the middle of the ring, waiting for Starr to come to him. Man mountain locks up. Starr, the strongest man, one of the strongest men in the world, trying to lift the man mountain lifts Starr up like a baby. 4 bounces off him. Man mountain dragging Starr up, throws that heavy fist into the top of the head.
He managed to pull some hair there, too. Oh, amazing man. He's like a big cuddly teddy bear.
What a massive man, Barry. What a massive man. They just bounce off him.
Massive.
Roy Starr came. Roy Starr comes in. Starr waiting there. Starr tagged out. Gore in. The Mongolian Gore. Referee Jack Kendall. Gore. Referee telling Gore to come in, but Starr moves in on him, throws a forearm into the chest. Gore on the ropes. Knee lift by Roy Starr. Well, he'll certainly feel a little bit warm around the ears after that one. Gore trying to fight his way out. Fights his way to his feet and brings a heavy forearm into the back of Roy Starr.
Well, Starr's got his strength back after that massive workout with that massive man mountain link.
Starr in there again. Heavy forearm to the chest. He's pounding away at the chest of Roy Starr. Referee told Starr to break on the ropes. Again, Roy Starr raped across the ropes. Into the turnbuckle. Heavy knee in. Man Mountain enters the ring. The referee telling Man Mountain he must leave. Starr illegally, but Gore holding on to Roy Starr from outside the ring. He breaks as soon as the referee returns. Side headlock applied, but Starr lifting Roy Starr up above his head and drops him across the turnbuckle. Roy Starr caught and drops to the floor. That's the finish of the match. And the referee, the referee has disqualified the two Mongolians for dropping a Starr across the turnbuckle. The winner of the match is Man Mountain Link and Roy Starr. World Tag Team Champions, and this is what's happening to them when they're in the ring with a man the size of Man Mountain Link. The Man Mountain beckons Starr into the ring as he dropped Gore onto canvas, and here he straddles them both in the 400-pound Man Mountain Link on top of the World Tag Team Champions.
And that's it from World Pro Wrestling. Steve and I hope to catch you next time.